MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Baltimore Orioles and the Cleveland Indians. The Indians will try to wrap up the three-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next. Shane Bieber, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last three starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
And that'll bring up Steven Duggar. He will lead this one off today. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Oh, yeah, Matty boy, it's time right here, D-Row, to start getting greedy. You win the first 2 of a 3-game set at home. It's time to get greedy and go for the sweep.
Yeah, you got to take care of business in front of your home fans. Without question, that's exactly what this team's doing.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started. And there's a cool milestone for him on the mound. Career punch-out number 1,000.
You know, it might not seem like that big of a deal, but he's joining an elite group of pitchers smaller than you might think. Only about 500 pitchers in the history of the game have recorded 1,000 strikeouts in their career, so he's got to feel pretty good about that.
Stepping into the box, Adley Rutschman. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. Fastball in there for a called strike. Our game time temperature here to start play, a balmy 86 degrees at first pitch. And it's fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Swinging a soft liner. And there are 2 away now. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. He leads the team in the 2 most important power categories for me, home runs and RBIs, driving in guys and being able to drive yourself in. He's an impressive hitter, and it should be fun watching him do his thing in this one.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Two out, nobody on. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down an account and drive base hits the other way.
Rio Ruiz to the plate now, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. Fouled away. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Santander, the runner at first with 2 gone. On the ground for Hernandez at second base. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One left for the Orioles. Now the Tribe will get their shot. Still scoreless. George Avalos will be the starter for the O's in this contest. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
At the plate, Jose Ramirez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
To the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. Pulled toward right center field. Hayes on the run for it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
You know, Matty, I took a look at this lineup today and getting a chance to talk to some of the guys around the cage. One thing that they preached to me was the fact that they were dead last in the league in grounding into double plays, and well aware of the fact that they don't shoot themselves in the foot. They give themselves a chance when they're putting guys on base to drive in runs and not get that 2-for-1 sale.
Now the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Lifted in the air to center. Duggar's there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. And here's Renato Nunez. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Renato Nunez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. Well, today's game provides the Indians with a chance to complete a series sweep, guys.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Austin Hayes the next to bat, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And it certainly helps when you're throwing your ace on the mound in the series finale. Can't ask for much more than that.
One of the keys when you show up to the ballpark and you're going for a sweep, you look at that lineup card, you see your ace pitcher is on the mound. You have to feel awfully good about your chances to complete the sweep.
3-0 now. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a miss, but he's still in the driver's seat. 3-1.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Ready now, Ramon Urias. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Now a throw over. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now.
Batting it, the first baseman, number 12.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Ronald Guzman. From the stretch, he's running. Pitch inside, the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
The 1-0. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Guzman is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
3 balls, no strikes. And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Batting 9, the shortstop.
Into the box now, Aramis Ademan. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Dickerson. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Orioles strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now at the plate, Franmil Reyes. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
At the plate, Corey Dickerson, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A 2-0 count to the Indians' left fielder.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
They get him off balance there as he reaches for that one, but can't find it. It's 2-1.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. Throw on to first in time. One away.
That is good.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And over at first base in this one today is the guy that can pick it with the best of them. And I can't overstate that enough. As a former middle infielder, when you could close your eyes and throw it over to first base knowing it was getting picked out of the grass or picked out of the dirt, man, what a comfortable feeling.
Into the box, number 40, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 18 homers and 54 runs batted in. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. A run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double to drive it, another run. This guy is a money run producer.
A man at second with one down, and into bat next, it'll be Tyler Naquin. Here comes the first pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
0-1. 1-1.
Outside, 2-1. Runner at second here with one man out. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch is in there. A called strike 3.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
At the plate now, Bo Naylor. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Hayes on the run for it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Stepping in now, Brian Roquillo, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. The Tribe, of course, held this opposing lineup to only one run yesterday, so something like that today would give him a great chance at earning the sweep.
This one isn't in the books yet, but when you're going for the sweep and you have a nice lead like they do early on here, things are looking awfully good for the sweep department.
Liner toward right center, and he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with two strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. On to first with it himself is Guzman, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Indians lead it 3-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and digging in is the outfielder, Steven Duggar.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. On he pops it up.
Rocchio
Ranging into the outfield. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. In now, Adley Rutschman, 0 for 1 here in the early going. And that's taken for strike one.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Popped him up. Ramirez over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. This one is launched. Look at this. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. Number 13 for him on the year. And that puts the Orioles on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
Up next for the Orioles.
Into the box now, Rio Ruiz. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fastball called for strike 2.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
Lifted into center field. Naquin's under it, and the inning is over. Orioles get one back on the solo home run. We played 2.5. It's the Indians 3 and the Orioles 1.
We're back now as the Indians get ready to bat in the third, and as they do, it's worth mentioning that their lineup has been one of the best in baseball this year. They're currently near the top of the league in team batting average, so more often than not, they're going to give opposing pitchers a tough matchup. One player told me before the game they have a solid group of guys in this lineup, but that they also owe a lot of credit to the coaching staff for working tirelessly with them every day to get them ready and keep improving. Really seems to be a total team effort, guys.
Leading off.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Hernandez.
Cesar Hernandez is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the third inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, B-roll. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
A ball and no strikes. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. That's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the 3rd inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
In now, Corey Dickerson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Fielded cleanly, and the tag gets him, but they do play to run on the play.
Now batting, number 40.
Digging in for his second at-bat, number 40, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Avalos will put this one away, and the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Tribe lead this one 4-1. Digging in to try it again, Renato Nunez. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Renato Nunez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Yelich is there, 1 away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So striding in, Austin Hayes. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Reined in. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
So now to the plate, Ramon Urias. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. And he'll move up to 3rd now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
The first baseman,
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
No balls and a strike to count. crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. 1-2 now. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
You're grinding so hard at the plate right there, expecting something on the corners, and what happens? Change up, middle cut. Your eyes light up, but you're just not able to barrel it up.
Barehanded for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. So here's Tyler Naquin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
Fastball well outside. Lifted in the air to center. Duggar's there for it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Bo.
Stepping in, Bo Naylor. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Now here's the pitch.
That's ball 3.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And that's over. 3-1. 4 runs, 6 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Yeah, and you can take a look at his numbers here. With that 1-out single, he's flirting with a little trouble here again. You'd like to see him find a way to get out of this inning and battle for another inning or so, but you also don't want him to give up a big number.
At the plate, Brian Roquillo, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
It might be time for this guy to start mixing his pitches up a little bit better. He's pitching poorly, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage at over 70%. This team batting has a pretty good idea what his game plan is.
And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. On the ground to third. Scooped up. There's one. On to Guzman. They get them both, and that retires the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And stepping up as the shortstop, Aramis Ademan. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And this one bounds around against the wall. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
At the plate now, Steven Duggar, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. No hits to this point. That's lifted the other way out to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as they cut the lead in half, 4-2 now.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Digging in once again, Adley Rutschman. Bases empty and one away following the sac fly. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only one run scored.
Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. The pitch. Hard ground ball to third. On to first, and there were two down.
The left fielder, number 25, Anthony.
In now for the O's, Anthony Santander. He went deep last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Bases are empty here with two men out.
That's a
Ball and a strike. Hit back up the middle, right to him. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So one run here on one hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Home half of the fifth coming up. The Indians on top, 4-2. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jose Ramirez. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Count even now at 1-1. A ball and two strikes now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball two.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and no one will get this one. Ready with another 2-2. Fouled off. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now another 2-2. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. And he fouls this one off. A hit and two at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. A 1 pitch on its way. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, and now it'll kick around in the corner. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero in the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
In is Christian Yelich. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. First offering on its way. Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. One and 2 for Christian Yelich.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had...
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. A man at third with 1 away. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at-bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Frenlo Reyes. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
Now a little tapper in front of the mound. This should get him out of it. Throw on to Guzman at first, and the inning is over. Indians leave 1 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Digging in, Rio Ruiz. He'll start things off in the Baltimore 6th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. Next will be the designated hitter, Renato Nunez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Ball 1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
I can't tell you how big a pitch that is right there to be called a ball. 2-0 as an offensive player, man, it's almost 70% fastball. 1-1, he opens up the entire arsenal to get you out.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Stepping up to the plate, Austin Hayes. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
And this is going to find the gap for his 3rd hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. To the plate now, Ramon Urias, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And that gets him on the mound. No chance to make a play. Let's see if he's okay out there. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Standing in now, Ronald Guzman, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0-1 count, and the pitch in the middle in the inning. Orioles strand a couple. They trail it here 4-2. Striding in, Corey Dickerson. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. Tanner Scott enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Orioles, number 66, Tanner.
He's set, and the pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Now another 1-2.
At the ball.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, number 40. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Scott is at least partially known for his big power slider. A lot of break on that pitch, but what makes it unique is how hard he's able to throw it. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase, and they can't run it down. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Hit hard on the ground at third. He's right there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe, but they still lead this one 4-2. Trying to pick things up where we left. Left off, Aramasademan. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
On the ground for Hernandez at second base. He's got it, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The center fielder, number 6, Steven.
One gone now in the Baltimore 7th, and that'll bring up the outfielder Steven Duggar. And that's in there for strike 1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Well, he got the leadoff guy hitting on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
So now to the plate, Adley Rutschman. This is line to left. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Into the box now, Anthony Santander, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. And it's fouled away.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic take.
The 1-2. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Now at the plate, Bo Naylor. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
The catcher, Bo Naylor.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now that's popped up. Ruiz shading to his right. Makes the play, 1 away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And he lays off for ball 1. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. Santander is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. And a ball, 1-0. Scorched to third. Fielded cleanly. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Indians 4 and the Orioles 2. Hunter Wood has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 44, Hunter Wood.
Leading off the inning, Rio Ruiz, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ruiz.
The Indians are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great...
And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third base line. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, woof, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
At the plate, Renato Nunez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. And even sweeter, of course, is getting that series sweep in your own ballpark in front of the home faithful. So we'll see if they can send these fans home happy.
No doubt about it. You talk about bragging rights. Two cities that love their baseball teams, and geographically they match up. Even though they're not division foes, it's for bragging rights, and this is what it's all about.
Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these two performances stack up against one another. Stepping in, Austin Hayes. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be troubled. Ruiz isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Throw won't get him. And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
At the plate now, Ramon Urias. But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ronald.
Striding into the box, Ronald Guzman, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
No problem with that take right there. First pitch from a reliever, got to calibrate that velocity.
Hit out towards second, scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But an RBI triple gets the Orioles a run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Indians 4 and the Orioles 3. Now to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
1-1 the count now. Now here it comes.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
And here's Christian Yelich now, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Paul Brown.
He's set. Here it comes.
Well,
4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
2-1 after the foul ball there. From the stretch. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2.
You know what, Matty? I think it's so tough for a lefty to stay tucked on that slider, to keep his front shoulder in and be able to wreck.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Here's another 2-2. Fry has tossed over 30 innings so far this season with a dominant sub-3 ERA, good by anybody's standards. 3-2 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Into the box, Franmil Reyes, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Hit in the air out to right. Hayes on the run for it. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The left fielder, number 23, Corey.
Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A runner on first with 2 away. This one's flared out toward left. Charging in is Santander. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Tribe, and it remains a 4-3 game. Nick Whitgren comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
62, Nick.
New inning set to get underway, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Aramis Ademan.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
No balls and 1 strike. Hit sharply on the ground, and that is into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the 9th.
The center fielder, number 2, Steven Duggar.
Standing in now, Steven Duggar. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Now batting, catcher, Adley Rutschman.
So now to the plate, Adley Rutschman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dickerson is there to make the catch, and that's a big out, number 1.
The left fielder, number 25, Anthony.
Coming to the plate now, Anthony Santander, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Pause, now the pitch.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
0-1 count and the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dickerson will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Rio Ruiz.
Digging in and looking for more, Rio Ruiz. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that one right down Main Street. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And now this relatively sparse crowd comes to their feet one final time. Got him. That'll do it as the Indians finish the job and complete the series sweep of their rivals at home.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Cleveland Indians took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Shane Bieber earns his league-best 14th win. Nick Wittgren wraps it up for the save, his 37th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Orioles, 3 runs on 13 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.